Hey guys, so I wanted to create this short video to help explain how you can send all your tax information directly to your tax professional at Sierra Income Tax. So what we want to go ahead and do first is go ahead and show you two methods to get there. So first, if you're going to go ahead and download the app directly, and just go ahead and type in Connect Refundo, we'll go ahead and download the app. Okay, perfect. We'll go ahead and open. And now Connect will give you the option of choosing English or Spanish. We'll go ahead and choose English in this case. And now you'll just see a couple of screens of how it works and then get directly to this page. Now, when you get here, each tax professional will have an ERO code, right? And in this case, we'll go ahead and choose Sierra, right? Now, you have the option of choosing Sierra as your code, or they also have a direct link that you can go that they will send to you or send to their clients. And when they click on that link, it'll take them directly to the App Store, so you don't have to actually go to the App Store first. It'll take them to the App Store, they'll download Connect, and then see the how it works screens, and then essentially come directly here. So you skip a whole part of entering the ERO code because that link is directly associated with that tax professional. So we'll go ahead and click Get Started. We'll choose 2019 as the year. And now you get here where you can start to see all the scenarios that Connect has. Now, depending on your tax situation, Connect will generate questions that are associated with that scenario. So for instance, we'll go ahead and choose single. We'll say, let's say we have children or dependents. Let's say we had a job. If you owned a business or if you had side jobs, you owned a rental property or having unemployment, depending on those scenarios you choose, we'll generate questions for that so that you can answer those and then send those directly to your tax pro to make sure that he has all the information related to your tax situation for this year. So we'll go ahead and just click on next so you can see what the questions look like on our end. Very basic stuff here in the beginning. We'll go ahead and choose Jesse Test just so you have a good understanding of what that looks like. We'll just include a fictitious social. Go ahead and choose an address. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and choose a zip code, city, state. Now I'll use a date of birth. So just very simple questions so the tax pro can receive and start to include this information in their software so that they can go ahead and file the return through the IRS. So in this case, we'll go ahead and choose singer, a terrible singer, but we'll go ahead and go for that. Resident state, just choose Georgia. Filing status, I'll choose single, and then I'll click next. Now, it's going to ask me questions about dependents because I chose that scenario. So in this case, do you have children or support other than your spouse? Yes. Next, dependent's first name, let's say Martin, and test. Martin's date of birth, he's not too old, there you go, 10 years old. Martin's social, you go ahead and include that. Citizenship, we'll go ahead and choose U.S. citizen. If he's something else, you go ahead and choose that. That information will get directly sent to the tax pro. Relationship, we'll go ahead and choose son. Click next. How many months did he live with you? 12 months. Great. This information is very important for them. Was he a full-time student? Yes. Did he pay for more? No. Okay. Do you have any more dependents? No. Now that information's been documented and carried over. Now here, when you get to this point, you can certainly go ahead and attach a W-2, and that's very simple. You can just enable the camera on your end, click OK to access, allow while using the app, and then you can go ahead and take a picture of the W-2, and then that will go ahead and get stored. When you submit the information, that document will go ahead and get sent to the tax pro. So we'll go ahead and not do that right now. And this is another option that you can do, and it'll be a lot easier for the tax pro. So if you guys decide to do it this way, just input the information that you guys have on your W-2. That way, for the tax pro, it'll be very, very seamless to transfer all that data directly into their software. So you go ahead and fill out this information. If you have wages, go ahead and include that there. Federal tax withheld, let's say it's that, Social Security wages, whatever the case is, and you go through all the boxes that you have filled out in your W-2, and you can just go ahead and simply input that information, and that's that. Do you have another W-2? If you do, you click yes. If you don't, just go ahead and click no. Now here you'll have an option to choose pay with refund or pay in the office. If you pay in office, you're simply going ahead and saying that you just want to go ahead and pay up front. If you want to pay with refund, you're essentially allowing yourself to pay those tax preparation fees through your refund, so you never really come out of pocket up front. So you have that option. So we'll go ahead and choose pay with refund. Now with bank account, if you choose bank account, you have the option of including their account number or your routing number. If you use check, then it'll essentially get sent in the mail. This is just for your disbursement method of choice. So we'll go ahead and choose check. Now for email, go ahead and include an email so that you have the information registered when you go ahead and log back in. This is simply a way for you to access the information so you don't have to completely do everything all over again. You'll just go and that information is already saved. So we'll go ahead and just include a fictitious email for this particular case. And I'll include a password as well. Perfect. Okay, and I'll click go. Now it's processing the information. It's creating the account within Connect so that it can start to then send that information. So now you can go ahead and take a selfie of yourself so that if your tax pro requires that information, your ID front and back, along with your social, and here's social for the son. And you can also add documents here in regards to W-2, a 1099, 1099G, 1099R, whatever the case is, whatever documents you want to go ahead and add that'll make this process a lot easier for the tax professional to go ahead and view, you can do that. So we'll just go ahead and click done. We'll submit this information because we have everything that we need. Done. We'll enable the push notification so that when the tax professional sends information or sends a message, you'll be alerted of that message so that you can go directly into the chat, which is where we're going in right now, and then be able to respond. So we're securing the connection. Great. Now you've received this message. Now the information has been sent over to the tax pro. They're going to go do their due diligence to look it over, make sure that you get all your deductions. You maximize your refund to the best of their ability. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can go ahead and just type them here, and they'll go ahead and see it. So thank you so much. Great, and that message gets delivered in real time. And if you, for whatever reason, need to take a better picture of your W-2 because it was a little blurry, or you need to add a particular document, or whatever the case is, you can use the camera on the bottom left, and you can take a picture of that document, and that information will get sent directly to your tax professional. Now, if you have any questions whatsoever about this process, please feel free to reach out to Sierra, and they'll be able to direct those questions to me, and I'll be able to help out as well. But hopefully this is a little bit more helpful in understanding how you utilize Connect to communicate with your tax pro and to be able to send all the information seamlessly. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys soon.